In this video and in a few others to follow, we shall discuss Meera, the poet, and look at her work critically from a literary point of view. As William Wordsworth was preeminently a poet of nature, Meera was primarily a poet of bhakti rasa. Her compulsion to write lyrics soaked in the sap of devotion to Krishna arose out of an intense desire to express her yearning for the dusky god and her joy over her union with him. The quality of her writing was not strained. To borrow a Shakespearean phrase, Meera's words dropped as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. Her words were a balm to the participants of her satsang, a gathering of devotees who saw her dancing and listened to her songs. Her bhajan and other lyrics continued to soothe the mind of the listeners, whether devotees or not. To date, they continue to do so and would continue to do so for thousands of years to come. Her words have a rare quality of permanence because they express universal emotions of suffering, hope, and joy. Why does a poet write? A poet writes because she must. The greater the poet's helplessness in containing the flood of her emotions and thoughts, the better is the quality of her output. A poet's compulsion can arise from several circumstances. Falling in love is the primary one, so recognized by the most eminent of authorities. In 360 BC, Plato wrote, "Every man is a poet when he is in love." In 1595, Shakespeare, writing in Love's Labour Lost, reiterated the same idea. Never dost poet touch a pen to write until his ink were tempered with love's sight. However, love is just one of the several emotions that inspire poetry. As stated earlier, viraha is one of the more compelling emotions to generate a stream of thoughts that inspires the writing of verse. Meera's writing is replete with poems inspired by viraha. She wrote, "जब से मोहे नंद नंदन दृष्टि पड़ियो माई, तब से परलोक लोक कछु न सुहाई." Ever since I cast a glance at the son of Nand, I lost interest in this world and beyond. She is besotted with Krishna's image. Her heart is a slave to his looks. Standing in her palace corridor, she waits for his arrival. It has been a long wait. चित्त चढ़ी मेरे माधुरी मूरत, उर्विच आन खड़ी, कब की ठाड़ी पंथ निहारूं, अपने भवन खड़ी. Natural phenomena like rains and the onset of spring provided props for Meera, relating her infatuation for Krishna. In the following lines, Meera talks of her deep involvement with her emotions on edge with the onset of the rainy season. She describes how waiting for Krishna has fatigued her eyes. Since his departure, she has never been at peace. In bare minimum words, she conveys her emotional agitation. दरस बिन दूखन लागे रैन, जब से तुम बिछुरे प्रभु मोरे, कभू न पायो चैन. सबद सुनत मोरी छतियाँ कांपे, मीठे लागे बैन. बिरह व्यथा कासे कहूँ सजनी, बह गई करवत ऐन. कल न परत हरि मग जोवत, भई क्षमासी रैन. मीरा के प्रभु कब्रे मिलोगे, दुख मेटन सुख चैन. Waiting for you since long, my eyes begin to ache. I lost my peace of mind since your departure. My heart flutters even at a whisper of your footstep or of your words, so soothing. There is none to mourn my vira about. Restless I say, tossing in my bed. My nights are never ending. My eyes are fixed on the path of your return. When would you, my Krishna, come to me, assuage my sorrow and soak me in bliss? Meera expressed her emotions in compelling images. Meera knew how to express her emotions. She wanted to stop her beloved going away at any cost. In the intensity of her suffering at losing him, she talked of her peer being lit by him and her ashes smeared on his body to complete the act of surrender. Her ashes smeared on his body. जोगी मत जा मत जा मत जा, पाए पड़ूं चेरी तेरी, प्रेम भक्ति को पैड़ो ही न्यारी, हमको गैल बता जा. अगर चंदर री चिता बनाऊं, अपने हाथ जला जा. जल बल भई भस्म की ढेरी, अपने अंग लगा जा. मीरा कहे प्रभु गिरधर नागर, जोत में जोत मिला जा. Do not ever forsake the slave prostrating at your feet, my lover. A devotee's path is unique as well as difficult, Meera writes. Kindly lead me on this path, and when I die waiting for you, light my pyre of sandalwood and incense. Smear my ashes on your body so that my being is merged in you. That is how Meera expressed her emotions. As a poet, her emotions of love, of separation, of longing, of viraha, and continued doing in almost 200 of her lyrics, which we shall be taking up by and by for recitation and discussion. As I stated earlier, even philosophical ruminations can be a source of inspired poetry. Hamlet's soliloquy, to be or not to be, is an apt illustration. Here too, Meera is not far behind. Several of her lyrics are a result of deep thinking on the frailty of life and on the inherent strength of pure devotion in overcoming this handicap which the mortals are here to. The qualities of a great poet are a heightened imagination, exquisite craftsmanship, profound philosophy. Meera had all the three qualities. I'll bring them out in a number of videos on this subject. Thank you for listening to me. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna.